Feels like spring. Lovely, lovely day. Sun is shining. Pigs are squealing. Well, great day, very busy day as always. I'm going to try and get some early potatoes in, like super early potatoes. Among a lot of other things, we've got some fruit trees to plant, some shrubs. We've got all our animals to take care of. Got a bit of planning for our goats in the spring. And first job though, to give these guys some food. So, pigs mature, male pigs mature really quite young. So even though he's quite a lot smaller than mum, he'll be old enough to be servicing her now. So she may well be pregnant already. And if not, she will be very, very soon. So we can expect in a few months' time to have our very first litter of piglets, which is something I'm really excited about. We're also going to be having, as you know, our goat kids, our baby goats. And earlier this morning, I was at my brother-in-law's house, who we basically have formed a cooperative with, him and I, buying chicken feed in bulk so that we end up paying a lot less than what I was previously paying when I was buying it from a regular retailer. We're now paying about £7 a bag, which those of you who keep chickens will know is a great deal. So I went over there to pick up some chicken feed, and the reason I got onto this tangent is because we were talking about baby goat kids, and he keeps goats like we do, and he's had his first kids come along in the last 24 hours. Our baby goats are due in 2 weeks. Well, the earliest they could be due, based on the day Sid arrived, is about 2 weeks' time. But my brother-in-law here has had his first kids of the year. Here's 2 of them here. And we're just here because baby goats are cute. It's all right, Mum. You're a good mum. Don't worry. So ours are due in about 2 weeks. And that's the earliest we can expect them to start kidding. And by that time they'll be in the bottom paddock. But the grass has started growing, it really has. Spring has sprung. It's a very exciting week because I'm also expecting our tractor back, which is something we could really do with now to both keep on top of the grass before it gets too long, but also to move our trailers, our chicken trailers. I'm also hoping that I'll have sourced a source of horse manure for free locally that I can use that tractor to go and collect it with in the trailer. But back to today, and my wife and I are in the process of moving all of the chicken feed around to the sort of feeding stations. The chicken feed that I collected this morning. So we've just taken the chicken feed all round, that's done. The next job on my list, or rather the job that's been on my list for a little while, look how lovely and sunny it is. God, so spring. I think we've got a bit of cold weather coming. It's going to get quite cold this evening, down to freezing, but doesn't it just change everything? Anyway, one of the jobs on my list was to sort out the car park. We've got this big pile of stuff, and it's stuff that I come across throughout the course of my work, but it's stuff that I daren't throw away. So I've got a few tools here that I use, like this ladder, but here I've got this insulation that was left over from a job. I want to use that to maybe, well, one of two things: either make a hot composting bin, or to make some sort of insulated hatcheries for chicks. And you know, we've got some leftover pipe, we've got some fencing materials, some timber, some pallets, some hardcore. So all of these things have a home. The hardcore we're going to use on that track to shore it up, and the pallets we're going to use the wood for who knows what. But I don't have anywhere to store a lot of this stuff. So today I've made the decision that I'm going to rent out a container. There's a storage container on a farm yard within 100 yards of our property. So I've decided we're going to rent that out. Now, of course, doing the job I do, I can kind of justify the cost through conserving leftover materials and stuff. It'll pay for itself in that way, because I'll be able to save materials like lime and cement and things that I up till now have really struggled to save. So it's going to pay for itself that way, but it's going to be somewhere we can store a load of the stuff that we don't need on a day-to-day basis. So that's a big job we're going to get done over the next few days. So we're really making the most of this beautiful weather. So we've built a new, or reintroduced, shall I say, into circulation, a little chicken run that we've got just the other side of that hedge there. So we've managed to empty one of our polytunnels by putting our chickens over in that run there, and of course we've made that avian influenza secure and everything else. So it means we've got a polytunnel that we need to get ready for our other use, you know, the main use for it, propagating our crops. Now this one is knackered, the cover on it is knackered. It's done 2.5 years, so I'm a little bit disappointed, but it was a very, very budget piece of kit and it's already paid for itself. So what we're going to do, rather than buy a new cover for it, we're going to basically kind of upgrade the whole system. So the plan is, this one here has got a roll-up lid, roll-up door rather. So you unzip it, roll it up, clip it at the top. It's Friday night now, so how far I get with this evening, I'm not sure, but this is going to roll over into the weekend. But what we're going to do is we're going to put a timber upright either side, one there and one there. And I'm just going to use these old reclaimed bits of wood that I've had knocking around for quite some while. And these are going to be our uprights. And then effectively what we're going to do is we're going to put them there, and we're going to pinch this side piece to that upright with another piece of timber. So effectively we're going to sandwich it between two bits of timber, which is going to be fixed at the bottom. We'll probably drive something into the ground and fix it to that, and then fix to the framework here. And then we're going to put another piece across the top, and we're going to cut this like that. So we're going to effectively make a door frame. We're going to fix all this to the door frame, and then with this piece that I've cut out, we're going to make a door, and I'm going to put it on hinges. So it's actually going to be better. It's going to be easier to use than it was before. So that's the project for the next few hours, rolling on into tomorrow. I will catch you up with that a bit later on when I start filming again tomorrow, which I'm sure I will. So once I've done that, then we're going to get inside there and just scatter a bit of compost on the floor. And our hens have been in there, so there's lots and lots of chicken manure which has been spread about a little bit. So we're not going to do too much. We're going to disturb the soil as little as possible. Probably through the middle there we'll reinstate that path and just top up with compost around the edge. Those shelves at the back have seen better days, so not sure what we'll do there. We'll probably do away with those, at least for the time being. But the plan is to get my seedlings, my trays that have got my seeds in there by the end of tomorrow, for good reason. So we're still getting frost. We had a frost last night. It was a frost this morning when we woke up. I'm expecting another one overnight tonight. You'll remember we live in a frost pocket here, so we get hit with frost a little bit more often than our neighbours do. So I can't just put our seeds outside. It's too early for that anyway. You know, even if we weren't getting frosts today, there's a good chance we would in the next few days. It's still February after all. But I have to get them out the house, because where they are in our front room at the moment is a fairly dull room, and where our seeds have started germinating and they've sent up some of their first leaves, the two, I forget the name of them, not the true leaves. There's a name for the first two leaves that come out, and it'll come to me another time. In fact, I'm probably writing it there, aren't I? Anyway, when they start germinating, they can get a bit leggy, searching for light, and it's not great for the plant. They tend to put a lot of energy into creating this big long stem to shoot up and try and find some light if there's not enough, which is not what I want them to do. I want them to focus on developing their true leaves and you know, becoming nice healthy plants. So I need to get them out here where they're going to get lots and lots of sunshine. So that's the plan, and I will catch up with you guys on the next video. Thank you for watching.